Aha, here we go. Thank you for that. So when you are on tour, what like, if you get downtime, like what do you do for downtime when you're on tour? Do you like try and check out the sites or?
I don't. I've the odd time that there is a day off. Like on this tour, it's been nice because we've had a few days off, and we will have a few days off, so you have to like walk around and see the city a lot and stuff like that. But a lot of the times you're just in the city, and then you play, and then you're gone to the next one. So
yeah,
the downtime, you have to try and create it for yourself, and a lot of the times, like I said, you just sort of get stuck in the monotony of sitting in the background waiting to play, or at least I do. So
yeah.
And I'm not much of a tourist. I'd like to say that I take advantage of all the sites that I get and the cities I get to go to because of what I do. But I was in Paris 6 times before I saw the Eiffel.
Wow.
Because I just didn't want, like, I wasn't close to it, and I didn't make the effort to go over. So.
And I suppose, like, especially at the moment with fantastic Melbourne weather.
Well, we had Tuesday, which was very nice weather, so we walked around and stuff. But yeah, obviously yesterday and today have been pretty shitty.
Yeah.
It's okay. It happens.
Yeah. And with walking around, do you get recognised at all, or is it?
Here and there.
Here and there.
Yeah, like it depends on where I am.
Yeah.
Hey! Keep it down!
Couple minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Cheers. Inspiration and influences.
It's a tough one. Like I could go chronologically through, like, record by record of where I started and kind of how it led me down different paths to different bands and different people and stuff like that, but that would take forever. But
yeah.
I'm a very big fan of music, so I always just say, like, music in general, the idea of like playing my guitar and singing inspires me, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's kind of hard to, I don't think I'll read books and listen to records and just sort of like observe when I'm walking around and things like that. And
yeah.
But usually it's just I just play and hope something comes up, and then something comes up that I can build on, and then that's it.
Okay. Creative block.
Oh,
you deal with that
all the time. Like, that's why it takes me a very long time to write songs, because I don't really have like a ton of faith in what I do. So if I write like one line down, if I get a good line that I'm really proud of or happy with, I leave it. I have this problem where I just like, fuck, I got a line, okay, and I just sit, like, go, and I move on to something else, or I put it away for weeks and then I come back to it and try and finish it and stuff like that. So yeah, creative block, like,
it is the worst.
every time I write a song, I think I'm never gonna be able to write another song.
Oh really?
So I'm like, and it doesn't matter how many songs I write or how many times my wife tells me to stop thinking that way because you always end up writing another one. She still has to like put up with me like saying, I don't know what to write about, or I don't, but it's just sort of the way I deal with things.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to speed through this a little bit. Are there any musical regrets? Not so much with like the songs that you've put on records or anything, but you've written it and you've been really proud of it at the time, but then later on you sort of go, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I would say almost everything on my first record I feel that way about, because it's my first record, and it's like a lot of the songs I wrote when I was a kid, and I obviously felt strongly at that time about it, but I look back and I think, geez, I wish I could go back and change that, and which is probably a lot of the reason why I sing and play the songs so differently nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of that has to do with the fact that I just don't sound that way anymore. A lot of those songs, like I said, I wrote them a long time ago, and I recorded them almost 10 years ago, so when I sing them now, I'm just a much different singer and a much different player, and so yeah, I mean, I think that if you're not looking back at the past and cringing just a little, you're not evolving into something better, so.
Yeah, okay. obviously doing stuff on stage, if you're a bit soulless, you will get criticism. Does it ever get to a point where you're just sort of like, I really cannot be bothered with this tonight? Like, I'll...
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, and you can't help that. Like, it's, as much as it's a wonderful job, it's just like any other job where there are good days and bad days. And there are days where you don't want to go out on stage, or at least I don't feel good, I'm tired, my voice is bothering me, or, you know, and you go out and certain songs maybe just don't, they're just not connecting with you the way you want them to.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah, I've got like 2, 3
So, yeah, but you always just hope for the next song that it will make you feel and remind you the reason why you do it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever sort of have a bit of, like, notice people talk about City and Colour or Dallas Green, and people are like, well, hang on, who? And then you're sort of known as the guy from Alexis on Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ever sort of...
I think at this point, I'm not, most people don't know what Alexis on Fire is, you know?
Really?
Yeah, well, City and Colour is a lot more popular than Alexis is, or was, you know?
Okay.
So, before, yes, I used to be the guy from Alexis on Fire, and in certain circles I still am that, but I think are more people now that listen to City and Colour that don't know who Alexis is, or found Alexis because of City and Colour. Which is weird for me, obviously, because I came from Alexis, you know?
Yeah, I see.
But the thing before that is that I was doing City and Colour before Alexis, it's just no one listened.
Ah.
That's where those songs come from, is because I was playing them around my hometown by myself, you know?
Yeah.
And the reason City and Colour exists is because people who liked Alexis found all those old songs and asked me about them. And then I made the first record because of that. So it's sort of like a weird cycle.
Yeah. That's
No?
so interesting, because I actually found both within like the same week, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, hang on, it's the same
Well, that's
voice.
the thing. Like, you could find people at the show tonight. I bet you there'll be people obviously who are Alexis fans, and there'll be people who know of it but don't listen to it, and I think there'll be people that don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That is.
I mean, especially weird for people who are Alexis fans and who came to City and Colour from Alexis, you know. Those people sort of are like, why do you not know what Alexis is, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's weird.
Yeah, it is.
But I guess it's a weird situation just to have like 2 bands that are on par with one another or something, but completely different ends of the musical spectrum. So.
Right, well, I'll leave it there, because you're getting to
Yeah.
wind it up. But no, thank you so much for that. That's
No, thank you.
Fantastic.